All right. Good evening, everybody. It's me, Kevin Lee, just checking in with all my people. Nig, knack, patty, whack. What's going on? What's poppin', people? That seems to be the phrase of the 2021. What's poppin', people? And I like it. So anyway, it's me, Kevin Lee. Listen, I am just checking in with you guys. It's been a long day. Put in 12 hours at the hospital because some of you know I'm a nurse. Then in my evening time, I had to do my date night thing because I got this. So you got to fulfill the contract. And I got to watch a little RuPaul, which I love. Got my RuPaul on. And actually, I'll mention that you might actually see a quote in my upcoming book launch in my book from RuPaul, which is interesting. So I'll just leave that to your surprise. But anyway, you can tell from these beautiful eyes that it's been a long day. I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning, put in a good full day. I've done date night. I had Indian food. I'm in the mood for some Indian Bollywood music. Actually, it's not Bollywood, but it's classical Hindu music, beautiful music. So anyway, I hope you like it. But I'm touching base with you guys because I wanted to see, one, who's on my channel. I see there's 6 people on Facebook. What else do we have? Who else we got? Say hello, you guys. I want you to drop a comment in the chat. Let's just say, howdy, howdy, my peeps. How about that? Let's see if that transpires. Yep. So definitely I know it's working because I just saw my own tweet. See, I haven't been banned yet, thank goodness. But anyway, just checking to see what you guys are up to. If you have if you're at your desktop computer or laptop computer and you want, share this little feed to your timeline just for some fun. Share it to a group that you own. Share it to a page that you own. And just share this light a little further out there. And that would be pretty awesome. So, and actually sharing is caring and sharing is good karma. So, it helps. But anyway, I'm checking with you guys and I want to tell you guys thank you. Because what is this? This is 2 months ago now, 8 weeks ago. You guys helped me achieve something amazing just by asking you guys. About 100 of you poured into my YouTube channel and you pushed me over 500. I don't even know what I'm at now. I think I'm at nearly 550. But I want you guys to see this. Let me move over because you got to see it correctly. Display. Here we go. Boom. How's that? Boom. How about that? So you guys helped me reach, right there, over 500 on my YouTube channel. So I'm super proud. What else am I doing on YouTube? Well, I'm learning as I'm going. 2 years in, I only have 500, but it's still pretty amazing. And I have decided, you know what? I love to do my angelic tarot, as I call them. But really, these are angel cards. This is how I got my wings. And well, hello. There we go. These are my angel cards. 13 years old. They don't make them anymore because they just don't make them. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, those are my favorites. And but anyway, you guys, this is what I'm doing. Where is it? Come on, y'all. Bring it to the people. Here it is. Boom. I'm doing some picker cards. So I'm doing some angelic readings. Hi, Berta Fairbanks. Good to see you. Paulo Waziri. Thank you for subscribing to my channel yesterday. Paulo Waziri, props to you. Let me give you a little shout out there. That made my day to see your name pop up. Thank you. Nikki Edwards. Hey, girl. Hey, howdy. Howdy. Taylor, Texas in the house. Love to see you. Lori Kimmel, great to see you. Rebecca Joy, beautiful lady. Tiffany Michelle White, great to see you as well. Let's see who else. Gail Tapscott, great to see you. Marvelous. It's just wonderful to have you guys. But basically, I wanted to just tell you that over the last 8 weeks or 9 weeks, I don't even know how many videos. I've got another video literally right there in a thumb drive that I will be working on with my assistant in the next 2 days. because it's going to be this angelic reading, this energetic reading. Hi, Tony. Great to see you. You know, I love my old classics. These are my daily guidance from the angels. I'm going to show it correctly. Come on. Daily guidance from the angels. They literally don't make them anymore. And, but you know what? There are so many kinds. I'll give a little shout out, a little praise for Llewellyn Books. Llewellyn Books. And that's spelled with 2 L's. It's a peculiar name to spell. But Llewellyn Books is an amazing publisher. And they produce, I don't know, 200 or so or more tarot cards, oracle cards that are spectacular. And I'm not kidding, you guys. And you get a nice little magazine from them once or twice a year with all their products. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm using some angel cards and I'm doing my readings like I was doing last year, but this time I've decided to do it in a little more regimented format because I wanted to share it on a very specific day, a specific time, in a specific way, and I wanted to test the waters. I'm doing an experiment, and actually my experiment's working because I'm getting 100% more viewers on these videos than all my other videos. So I know it's working. In my videos, my pick-a-card videos, I have this thing called a unicorn that pops up, and so I'm doing a unicorn hunt in the middle of my videos. So if you find my little unicorn right here, then everybody who finds it and comments that they found it and tells me where they found it, that is one entrance to my monthly prize. I've just had a winner, Miss Ann, and if her name is pronounced correctly, Iriguan. So anyway, I just spoke with her, and she was very pleased, very surprised. But once a month, I take all the winners, all the submissions, and you get 4 to 5 a month because there's 4 to 5 weeks every month. And I put all those names in a pot. The randomizer picks a name. Boom. Email. Done. Click. I buy the gift. I send the gift. Boom. Done. And it's just my way of celebrating and getting you guys to have some fun and interact. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so it's called my Pick-a-Cards. They release every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what you'll find the playlist, which is the Pick-a-Card playlist. And we pick 3 cards that are covered with different things. Like I may put a hematite bracelet on one. I may put Palo Santo on one. I love my Palo Santo, right? Who doesn't? What else do I have? Hey, I've got my, oh, you guys can't even see it. I got to show this correctly here. My beautiful crystal pillar. So I do all kinds of fun things. Palo Santo. We've got our little beautiful bracelet. All kinds of cool things. I got some golden pyrite. How gorgeous is that? Now that's some money for the honey. Love it. Okay, you guys. So that's kind of some of the fun things that I'm doing in 2021. That's starting to work. I'm growing. I'm going to get to 1,000. I guarantee in 6 months, you watch. I'm going to be at 1,000 in 6 months. So what else am I doing? All right. I want you guys to see this. Boom. How about that? Get over here, Kevin. So January 12th. Tony, shout out, say hello. This is my beautiful friend Tony, who's a Mary Kay entrepreneur and also public speaker, and just an amazing woman. She supports the work that I do as a metaphysician, as a public speaker, as a transformational coach. And Tony will be helping me during my live book launch, which will be a virtual book launch party, January 12th, next Tuesday, you guys, right there. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 1 hour. And hi, there she is. She says hi. So anyway, when you guys show up, guess what? You get a gift. And the gift is you get a copy of my book for free because you guys have been my tribe. You've been supporting me. You've been subscribing. You've been liking and following, leaving reviews. You guys have been great. So show up to my live book launch party. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to do some giveaways. And I'm going to share some things from the book. I might even read a little. I'm going to probably do some Q&A and get you guys to think about what I'm saying, and maybe you guys give some feedback. It's going to be pretty special. So make sure that you share this video to your timeline or find one of my posts that talks about this live book launch party and share it to your people, because I affirm I'm going to get to Amazon #1 bestseller, and I am pushing for, affirming, lighting that dollar store Jesus candle. I'm going to buy a few of them. And I'm going to tell my spirit guides too, you guys, I want international bestseller. So I am doing my part to do my marketing, and I affirm we're going to get there. So Paula Waziri, she says, that's really special. Thank you for doing all you do. My intuition just told me 2 weeks. You will reach 1,000. Ooh, I received that, Paula. Thank you. I will receive that 1,000 new subscribers. That would be an incredible goal. You probably would see a little tear come out of this corner of the eye because that would get to me. That would mean that I'm doing something right, if people like what I have to say. Well, Paula, you ask a very interesting question. I want you to use your psychic potentials and just for yourself to think what it might be. I can't release that information yet, per my publisher and my book coach. That builds the anticipation. So no title will be shared yet. It's still a secret. That's why this picture right here has no title, and that's why there's no book cover, because I've hidden everything. But let me tell you, you guys, I've gotten really rave reviews from gold medal Olympians. Who would have thought I would know gold medal Olympians? I have a few that are friends now through my book club and through my coaching program, and multimillionaires. I know a lady who was a former felon, a mother, went to jail for trying to rob a bank truck, and now she is a multi-million-dollar corporate business owner, and she teaches people how to manage money, the things she actually stole. So think about it. Your tragedy is the trajectory towards your potential and your purpose in life. And really, you know, I think I might even have a slide. Let's see what else I got here. Really, let's talk about your destiny. And Mauricio, good to see you. And Mauricio says, have you gotten any spiritual message or intuition lately regarding world transformation into a more spiritual state? Well, definitely I've received words of wisdom direct from Spirit to me and to the groups that I was in. And I was so angry with the emojis to just leave. I guess I didn't see all the emojis with the crazy emojis. But anyway, I will tell you this, Mauricio. I do know that in the year 2000, it was predicted in the 80s actually, that there was a new energy that they... I don't even have a good name for it other than I keep hearing the name photo, like light, photoplasm. There's a new energy coming to the planet in the year 2000 that is made available to people with gifts of the spirit, such as healers and mystics and intuitives and people who practice psychography, right? Psychographia. And things like that. And mediums, mystics, shamans. And so they don't need to use the life force energy of themselves so much, but they can pull from this etheric force that's building up. So that's one of the new things. Hey, Robert Bell, good to see you. How many fingers am I holding up? Well, Robert, you're holding up one. How about that? Photoplasm, yes, that's the word. And it is a type of light or astral energy that does not affect the life force of the practitioner. Say, for instance, the ectoplasmic life force that is being manipulated to create phenomena and healing and whatnot. So yes, photoplasm is the new word that started with the skull experiment. It really came forward there. I'm going to drop that into our skull experiments UK. Go look that up, you guys. That'll blow your mind. They documented over 500 types of new paranormal phenomena that had never been documented in scientific history in the last 200 years. Pretty crazy. So the skull experiments, I've actually had lunch 2 years ago on the beach of Spain with two of the practitioners of that four-person experiment. And truly shocking when you read this book. Otherworldly things, future and past meeting each other based on using the mirrors of psychomantiums and crazy, crazy stuff, you guys. Crazy stuff, but it's beautiful. So go check it out. Okay, back to me. So I want to talk about, because my book, I'll give you a one hit. Who was it? Paula. Paula asked, what is your book about? Well, destiny is a part of it. We'll say that, okay? Fulfilling your destiny in life. And I want you to think about something, because really fulfilling our destiny, when we focus on destiny, I just want to turn something off real quick. When we focus on our destiny, we need to think about this. We need to think about, where are we headed in life, right? We need to think about, really, what do we want to achieve? What makes us come alive in life? And let's start there. And if I asked you, and I want you guys to drop in the comment section, what makes you come alive? Is it rescuing animals? Is it teaching children? Is it hosting shows like this and or leading a church or spiritual center? Is it governmental work, like political work? You guys bear with me. I had Indian food. Hiccuping. Okay. Is it, gosh, I don't know, anything. What is it? Let us know. So for me, it is about sharing the things that change my life, that are profound to me. Sharing the things that make a difference in my life, that teach me new perspectives. Say, for instance, that there's no death, that we don't die. Our soul is an eternal thing. It's actually where our consciousness resides. The brain is a receiver, and it receives our consciousness. So the soul emanates this intelligent consciousness, part of ourselves. You could call it the higher self. Hi, Cindy Barbarino. And so anyway, that's just a little about the soul. Okay? So what makes you come alive? And for me, it has to be knowing that what I'm teaching has the potential to transform people's lives from ho-hum, or even in the dark, to hallelujah. Literally, right? It's knowing, and so Paula says it's knowing that everyone here could have left, but we all chose to stay. Well, I love that. Thank you, Paula. Also, let's look at that word inspire. You know, the Latin for the word inspire means to breathe. And if you think about it, we are breathing life into something or someone, even some space. So if I'm an inspirational speaker, what am I? I am a speaker who breathes life into those who feel they don't have enough of something going on in their life, right? So that's to inspire. Beautiful. Tony says, for me, it's teaching and presenting to others and seeing them get it. That's exactly how I feel. I love it. When I teach something and people get it and there's an aha moment and you see the transformation and they're like, oh my God, that was so easy. Or maybe they say, I never thought of it that way. And all the pain is gone now because of the way I explain things. Especially around, come to my church, you're going to learn about there is no sin, there's no hell, there's only love. And when I teach you what the original meaning of the word sin means, you'll understand how it's been grossly abused and mistranslated. And also this concept of hell, there actually was a physical place outside of old Jerusalem city, but it went by a different name that was translated over time into English, and the word became hell. But anyway, so that's a whole nother lecture. But Cindy Barbarino, she says that is the correct choice. Yes, exactly. Walking in faith. Cindy says, walking in faith, then receiving reassurance. Love it. Absolutely. You guys are getting it. Hallelujah. And there is no sin. It's really true. I'm going to just tell you guys because maybe this will help you tonight. The concept of sin comes from the root word that created the word sin. Comes from missing your mark in an archer's target, right? So if I'm missing my mark spiritually, that is where the concept of sin came from, right? That's where it was described and it came forward from that. And so that's all it means. And when you read old Bible scripture, if you're willing to not be afraid of something that people have used to beat you down with, then I want you to look at those stories. And when people in those stories say, you are sinning, notice what they're saying, because especially that creature, well, he's a human creature, that human creature called Jesus, Yeshua ben Joseph, the nephew of Joseph of Arimathea. Anyway, Jesus would say to people occasionally, you are sinning, stop sinning. And basically he was saying, don't do that again. And he would also follow that up and he'd say, get back on track and get right with the Father. What he was trying to say metaphysically was, look, just make your life more spiritual and stop acting that way. That's unacceptable. It doesn't make you a better human. And that's the way he would do it. But he wouldn't condemn them. He wouldn't judge them the way a lot of people do to us when they use that concept of sin. Church closed. Next. Back to us. Okay. Let's see. James Gendron, great to see you, stranger. All right. So what makes you come alive? You guys have been sharing that. Let's go to the next one. I want to ask you this. What are your natural strengths? For Tony, who I see here, practicing to be better. I love that, Mauricio, very much. Absolutely. It definitely is. It's making the effort, taking the personal responsibility to focus upon a more spiritual path or result, in point. So perfect, becoming better. Well, in a way, hell is kind of on earth. Hell is just a state of mind, really. That's all it is. Heaven and hell. There's no heaven. It's a state of mind. Spirit has told us that. It's just a pretty word that's been made very glamorized, but it's just a state of consciousness that we live in that's hellish or heavenly. So great. All right. So what are your natural strengths? For Mauricio, that I see here in the comments, I know that he is the leader of a spiritual center for the Spiritist movement, right? A philosophical, spiritual movement that is worldwide, millions of followers in Spiritism. And Mauricio teaches, leads, and is really the light for his center, very much like I have been. And I can see here Tony Marie Soldano Thorne. She as well is a public speaker, an event creator and host, and also she's an amazing woman, a manager. She supports me in some of the work that I do. And so I would say that Tony is gifted. One of her strengths is management. She can manage teams of people. She can manage projects. She can manage events. She can put things together. She is a great manager. And she's very much of a manager because she's got her own business. She is she's a business owner in Mary Kay. And she has people that she teaches and trains and leads. She is a manager. So, perfect example. What are your strengths? For me, mine would be science. Mine would be compassion. Mine would be, I grew up on a farm, so I know a whole lot about how to run a farm and all the animals and the plants and how things interact and how you got a plan for different seasons. Those are my strengths. Probably none of you guys grew up on a farm, or maybe you don't have that knowledge. So you got to find where your strength is. If your strength is in cats, why would you build a business that's in dogs, right? And so those are some things to think about. Find where your strengths are. Where do you succeed easily that others struggle to even get to? Focus on what you're good at first, okay? And also I want you to think about things. Don't include things that you're passionate about, but you also have no talent for, right? That's called the shiny syndrome. You could be passionate about Gucci shoes. I could be passionate about some rhinestone boots. Just saying. But is that my talent to wear them? No, I may wear them one night, but I probably can't carry it off like Liberace could. Okay, that's his talent, right? It may be a passion tonight, but it's not a talent for a lifetime. So super, super cute. Now, let's look at something else. I want to ask you something else. When we talk about destiny in regards to my book, because I'm not going to tell you what it's about yet, you got to show up January 12th. Let me show you that picture again, because I got to keep showing you guys. That's what I've decided to do. Where is it? Where's my little picture? There it is. I'm going to show you my picture. Display. Boom. So, January 12th, Tuesday next week, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. for you guys in California, Pacific Standard Time. If you're in Hawaii and New Zealand, you just got to love me more and show up early, because you're going to have to get up early. I'm sorry. If you're in the United Kingdom, that would be 7 p.m. If you're in Germany, that's 8 p.m. So you guys come and be a part of that. And if you can share it into your networks and your groups and your email lists, if you feel so inspired, that would be tremendous, because I'm striving for #1, a bestseller on Amazon in my category, and that is not an easy task. And if I'm lucky enough, which I'm affirming I will be, I will get international qualifications because of my sales and downloads from international portals of Amazon, because Amazon is in different countries in the world. So I want you guys to come join us. And where do you go? My Facebook channel, which is facebook.com/Rev Kevin Lee. Or you go to this YouTube channel, which is /Rev Kevin Lee. That's where it's going to be. Me and Tony will be there to support the people. And we're going to have a good time. And everybody who shows up, my gift to you is, because you're my supporter and my tribe, you guys get a copy of my book for free. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to make that sacrifice and give it away. Because when we give, we get what? We get it back. We get blessings back. That's the law of attraction. Do you have a particular link to share? Well, I'll do this. The only links really are just to show up to facebook.com, which I can see you're probably watching on based on your screen name. And you can also go to, so there you go. Well, it's, I tell you, you can turn your cell phone on and you can actually download the book during that time. And I highly, highly recommend you do it because I'm only releasing it during that time. And that would be me, it would mean a lot to me. Okay, so youtube.com, if I can spell, /Rev Kevin Lee, just like I described. Boom. You go to those two channels. Hi, Sarah Palmer. You go to those two channels and you'll be able to download it during my virtual book launch party. Okay? So that's where I need you to show up to do it to help me get to my levels. Now, let's go back to what I was talking about. Boom. Okay. So I want you guys to think about this. Okay? Where do you add the greatest value in life? Okay? For me, it's leading people. For me, it's teaching classes and workshops. And for me, it is, what else do I do? I can garden. I'm really, I have a great strength with that. I know a lot about plants. And I also know a lot about some agricultural principles. I'm also great at anesthesia and nursing because many of you know I work in a hospital. Actually, technically now in a surgical center. And so that's one of my great strengths. I'm fully certified, I'm dual certified, dual degreed, master's degree in anesthesia. I'm a nurse practitioner, a nurse anesthetist, legal nurse consultant. I've done a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a fully ordained minister. These are my strengths. I can interpret the weapon of the Bible as it's been used against most of us and making people feel valued. And that's what Tony says. She makes people feel valued everywhere she goes. She looks you in the eye. She's a hugger like I am. She's got a beautiful smile. She engages. She actually cares what you have to say. That is definitely a great value that Tony brings to any space. And Mauricio says, for me, it's helping people feel better, overcoming their shortcomings. I totally agree with that. I know you, Mauricio. It's exactly right. I would say symbolically, you're that beautiful hand of God in symbolically lifting people up to their potentials, their greatest potentials and possibilities in their life for a life of purpose. You shine your light, Mauricio, into your communities, into your events, even virtually lately, and you lift people up and guide them in a very beautiful, respectful, and graceful way. So I know that. When we focus on our greatest strengths, we need to focus on, we need to focus on our positive strengths, right? Not the negative weaknesses. So don't focus on what you don't have, what you're not good at. Focus on what you're really good at. And that's more important than your weaknesses, right? So I may not talk about how I'm not wearing glasses, and technically I'm close enough to everything I can see it without it being too much of a problem. But if I stepped further away, things will get a little blurry, right? So I don't discuss my weak eyes. And I focus on my voice. I focus on making sure I've got my props going. I've got some funny music. I say some corny things and keep it popping and just stay engaged. I engage with you guys in the chat room. I speak and I share about what you're commenting. I want you to know that you matter enough to me for me to say your name and share what you have posted and also to engage with you. And so that's some of the things that I like to do. But I don't speak to my weaknesses, right? My office could be better. My equipment could be better. It's already midnight. I could be working on projects. In fact, I have projects I got to do, and I'm tired. But I'm right here with you guys. So just something to think about. Cindy says, predictive analytics expert numbers. Cindy Barbarino, you want to come do my bookkeeping? So you know what? I love a nerd, Cindy. You are welcome in my tribe. And feeding people great food. Oh, I love you, Cindy, because I will come to your house and eat your food. If you're a good cook and you live near me, I will show up. Listen, that is really true. Where do you add great value? You know what, Cindy? I'll give you a little tip. If you're part of a nonprofit, you might even consider doing something like, I can't think of what they call it. It's like a cheers table where you bring first-timers about 6 of them to a church member or a nonprofit's home, and you have a great cook, or you have 1 or 2 people cook all the food, and then you have all the first-time guests or the newbies, new members, they come to the house, and they get to engage in a personal way, and you get to kind of sell them on the organization and build a little family, and you do it once a month, and you just keep doing it once a month, and you build that personal touch with your people, and that's how you grow a community. So, interesting concept. So, let's see. What else do I want to tell you guys? One more thing. I definitely want to cover one more principle with you. Oh, that's right. How are you going to measure your life? When it's all done, or as things begin to go, how are you going to measure your life as far as destiny or purpose or possibilities, stepping into your groove? What you're great at? When you're serving people, and you want to make a stand for something in your life, and then you want to live your life in alignment with whatever that is that you're taking a stand for. Because if you don't stand for something, you're not standing for anything, right? That's what they say. And so what I want to know is, what is your attitude towards your current life situation, or towards your career? Do you think your job is crappy? Or do you actually say, thank you, job, because you pay the bills that allow me to do my live stream late at night, and I'm working on actually I am all around me. I literally have stuff I'm working on. Has nothing to do with the live stream. I got stuff here. I've got ideas, a little idea book full of stuff. I've got stuff all around me that I'm working on. So my job, that's not the best, not the most interesting currently, it is paying the bills and allowing me the lifestyle I need to create my future. And so that's how I measure my life, which is I'm willing to make sacrifices in order to achieve greater things down the road. And we have to do that. So right now, I want you to just kind of check in with yourself and just, feel inside you, feel in your spirit. Do you feel befuddled? Do you feel hopeless that you're not going to change in life? Tony says, I live a life of gratitude. Love that. I love that. And do you feel anxious about life? Do you feel like you've got it, you've nailed it, you know exactly what you're going to work on? Do you feel that these emotions do you feel like that these are emotions that you don't really wish to visit? Right? Are they in a no man's land or a no woman's land? You just don't ever go there? And I want you to think about this, extra help. If you're finding it hard to come up with answers to any of these questions that I'm bringing up, I want you to consider that there is a way for you to unfold and bring forward inspiration from the spirit world and your spirit team. You may not know their names. They don't care. They just want you to call on them. Call on the angels. Call on the saints. Call on the masters. Call on your grandmother if she's in spirit. Call on your loved ones. Paula Waziri says, I love my job. I just can't stand a few people. I know, I've been there. Wish I could send them a lot of light but sometimes you feel like slapping them. I get it. But remember, they're souls too, and they're screwing up just like you. A few days ago, you guys could say I screwed up because I got a little hot about this whole Washington, D.C. thing, and I told people you could go take a jump off a cliff and don't ever call me again if you don't feel there's a problem with it. And that was my hot button moment. Could I have done it better? Yes. But that was Kevin having a human moment, and I'm allowed. So, moving on from that, I just want you to think about this. Time by yourself in nature, walking on the beach that's 10 minutes away from me, walking in the trails of the mountains near you in Prescott or Canada or in northern Florida, because I know where some of you guys live. And when you are out in nature, you are communing with spirit, and spirit will inspire you. So if you kind of feel lost in these questions, I want you to ask spirit to guide you to find your strength. Find where you add the greatest value. I want you to find how you might even begin to measure your life. Knowing your purpose will compel you to take challenges. And I want you to understand that when you're powered by a clear, laser-focused purpose, you can face any obstacle because you're going to know that you survive it. What do you do with a magnifying glass? You create a laser focus, and it burns a hole in paper, right? Don't do it to ants. Hashtag save the ants. Just saying, if children are watching. But I want to say that because, when we magnify the light, it becomes laser focused. So let's magnify the light inside that Christed consciousness of ourselves, and let's find our purpose. I'm literally deconstructing and trying to find a way to take several programs that I've been a part of and build my own out of it based on what resonates in my spirit. What am I inspired to speak on? It'll be a 6-month program. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited. I don't know when it's going to be done. It may be a few months, but I'm working on the biggest program I've ever created. And it'll be a huge coaching program of transformation. So things like that is daunting. I don't have enough time, but I'm going to do it. When? 10 o'clock at night, at midnight, whatever I have to do. On breaks at work, things like that. So, I maximize my time. So think about those things. And also, I want to say this. There is power in the human flower of you. Who said that? I said that. That's one of my quotes in my book. And I remember because one day I was writing a sermon about value and that you matter in the universe. And if you didn't matter, you wouldn't be in human form. Your soul would pull back into the spirit world. And you matter. There's a reason why you're on earth. There's a purpose for you here. And that's how powerful you are, that the universe is not complete without you on earth. Did you ever think about that? You need to be in human form for the universe to be complete. Because the universe, or that expression of goddess or God or Allah, whatever you call that, great spirit, it's not complete without you in human form doing your life purpose, embodying your destiny, serving the people, creating a business that benefits you and your family and serves the people, or even a higher message, or all of the above. So think about those things. That's pretty powerful. Thanks for the reminder. Sarah Palmer says, I need to walk on the beach to commune with spirit. I'm having a hard time focusing my calling. I'm telling you, go walk in nature. Walk in the Everglades, the mountains, by a creek, in the ocean. Get away from people. Do not take your cell phones. Take your Apple Watch off. No electronics on your body. You need to go commune with nature and not be distracted. You can take a pen and piece of paper. I don't mind that. But no electronics that will distract you, because I don't want you disconnecting from the energy of nature. Some of the most profound authors and speakers in our history speak about the magic of nature and how when they went to nature, it was as though nature spoke to them and brought them ideas that they never received when they were around people. And that's because we are communing with the most primitive of elements: earth, wind, air, fire, and what's the fifth? Spirit. So it's very important. So think about those things, and I want you guys to, again, let me just pop this up on the screen because I definitely want you guys to come and be a part of this. Come be a part of my book launch. This is my virtual book launch party. You're going to see me. You're going to see my dear friend, Tony Marie Soldano Thorne. She'll be with me as well, supporting me behind the scenes. Come be a part of this. Robert Frost, exactly, Sarah Palmer. Very good point. But January 12th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 7 p.m. United Kingdom time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, even earlier for my New Zealand and my Australian friends. But come to this live book virtual launch party because I have a gift for you, and that is a copy of my book. That's my gift to you guys. I want to give you guys something very special to thank you for supporting me all this time and getting me to where I am. And just love on you guys. So stay in touch. Follow me on Instagram, hashtag RevKevinLee or / RevKevinLee. You can find me there. Paula says, Paolo Colho Pilgrimage. Cindy Barbarino says, I know who I am and why I'm here and loving the gracious blessings of God. Love it, Cindy. It's so true. Listen, you guys, until next time, just keep it popping and see what you can do to come up with an idea or concept for your destiny. What you might like to baby step into. Put your pinkies, your little piggy toe into the water. Just put your toes in the water and just get it started, right? Find something special in life and share it on my wall, on my Instagram feed, and my story. Do whatever you can. Just share it, and we will dialogue and communicate, and I'm just going to love on you guys. Have a beautiful evening. Go get some sleep, because these little eyes look like they could use a little sleep or a blepharoplasty. You know a good plastic surgeon? I don't think I want to do that. Oof. Can't imagine. All right, you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful evening.